Hello YouTube, this is Russian Toits here. And today's video is a request from a subscriber to do an update on how the superworm colony is going, because they are getting a leopard gecko soon and yeah, want to know how to breed superworms. So as you can see, these three containers here are my superworm colony. In the large container here I have the superworms that are to be fed to the box turtle. So these are the ones that I've had for the longest time. They're the adults. They're the largest. So as you can see, fairly decent size. Those guys are a little bit small. There, fairly decent size. These are purely for feeding. In this container I have the superworms, not mealworms, that I want to grow. So there's less in here. The substrate's also very deep, so they're really far burrowed. So these guys are a little smaller. And in here I have normally the beetles. Right now there's a lot of superworms in there. These are a little bit too small to be fed right now, so they're just in there for growing. So if you want to breed your own superworms, which I highly recommend, first of all, it's fun. You know, it's a cute, cool little experiment to do. If you have kids, it's great to do it with them. It's something maybe they can do a project for school, but also it saves you money. Superworms at the pet store are expensive. If you buy 100 superworms, it'll cost you around 15 bucks, at least in Canada, here where I'm from. So it's much cheaper to breed your own superworms. I have probably, I have no clue, I haven't counted them, but in here I have probably around 500 superworms, and all it requires is about a potato a week. So, you know, pretty cheap. So what do you need to breed superworms? Well, first of all, you need to buy yourself a container of superworms. Usually, they'll come in the pet store, come in a container like this. This, of course, these are mealworms, but they'll come in a container size like this. You'll get 100 superworms, and you'll see they're going to be super small. They're not going to be adults yet. What you're going to need to do with those superworms is put them in a separate, larger plastic container, like one of these critter keepers, and feed them carrots, potatoes, green leaf vegetables, fish food, all of that stuff, until they're fully grown. Alright? Once they're fully grown, you'll need to get yourself a tackle box, bait and tackle box like this, or you can do get yourself individual little Tupperware containers. The cheapest thing to do, though, most of the time, is to get yourself a tackle box like this. You need to prepare it. So each little compartment needs to have holes in the top so that when you close it, air can pass into every single compartment. Then what you do, you take your adult superworms. So I'm going to take an adult superworm just for demonstration. You put one adult superworm in each of the compartments. You close the thing, and you put your bait and tackle box in a warm, dark place. So where I like to put them, right under the lizard cage right here. It's a bit crowded now. Will be less crowded if I want to put something there, because the lizard light obviously keeps that area nice and warm, and it's dark. Superworms will not pupate like mealworms if they're just kept in a container with a bunch of other superworms. They need to have this, I don't know, feeling of being alone or something. They need to have this privacy. I'm pretty sure it's so in the wild they do this so that they are less likely to get eaten. So that's what you need to do. You need to divide up your superworms. This is the easiest way to do them. Once you have your beetles, beetles will look something like that. They're pretty big when you compare them to mealworm beetles. You put all your beetles in a separate container, which is what I've done here. And then you feed them potatoes. So you got a potato right here. And you can see I have multiple potato and carrot pieces in there. So the vegetables, you need them for hydration. Very important. Do not forget to feed your superworm beetles vegetables, because otherwise they'll eat the baby superworms and the superworm eggs. Also, do not throw out any dried out vegetables. As you can see, I have a lot of dried out vegetables in there. Do not throw those out. Superworm beetles will lay their eggs anywhere, which means they can also lay on the dried out vegetables. Also, baby superworms might be on there. They're so small that you won't be able to see them, so do not throw those out. Then once you have, you have your superworm beetles, you have them in a container with some oatmeal and some egg carton. All you gotta do is wait. They'll lay eggs for you. I had about 30 superworm beetles in here. The superworm beetles will slowly die. They'll lay eggs for you, and you have a bunch of superworms. Now, this container, as you can see at the bottom, that's all poop right now, poop and eggs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not actually gonna clean this yet. I'm gonna wait until all the superworm beetles are dead. Then I'm gonna wait about a month so I can make sure that all the superworms are big enough, and then I'll sift through the poop and separate the superworms from the poop. This is to make sure that I don't lose any of the superworms. Once I had to do that, I'll move them into the grow container, right? So right there, until they're fully grown, then they move into the feeding container. So once I'm out of beetles here, I can take superworms from the feeding container, which are fully adult sized, put them into my bait and tackle box, and the cycle continues. It's a very simple thing to do. I highly recommend it. It's about the second easiest thing you can breed. Easiest, of course, being mealworms, which just pupate all the time. They pupate all over the place. It's incredible. So, second easiest bug you can breed for your pets. I recommend it. Nice and easy thing to do. Right? If I ever run out of crickets and I need to feed my box turtle some worms, this is my go-to thing to do. They're obviously not good to be a staple of the diet, right? You need to switch it up. They have a lot of exoskeleton, chitin, or whatever it's called, and you don't want to overfeed your pets with those, alright? But yeah, that's my superworms. Very easy thing to do. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys do want any videos, any special sort of videos, just let me know in the comment section below. Any videos on, you know, Patilla, who has a humongous turd right there. Patilla, you know, Shinigami the snake. I also want to make some more snake videos. She's in there. The lizards, who are, of course, as always, hiding. And Noelle, who I saw over here. So, if you guys want any videos on these guys, just let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you for watching. If you like my videos, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.